Given its recent history, Yemen was very keen in enhancing its economic resources through the continuous search for sources of sustainable income to serve the various development purposes. So with this was the enhancement of the Yemeni humans and improving the socio-economic status of the citizens through a series of 5-year development plans. The latest of which is the third 5-year plan, in addition to the implementation of the presidential program that aims in its core to enhance the development at present and to move towards a brighter future. For this purpose, Yemen, since the early 80s of the previous century, was thinking and working very hard in creating investment opportunities and having a real partnership with a number of international companies in oil and gas exploration. As a result of that, Yemen announced in the second half of 1984 the start of oil production from the first well in Safir Marib Governorate, which was the turning point for Yemen to the world of investment in the mineral wealth of the country in the fields of development. All this was enhanced by the exploration of oil in the Masila Basin, where the survey and exploration efforts started since March 1987. This new source contributed in the construction of the Yemeni Modern State Institution, especially after the reunification of the Yemeni homeland in the 22nd of May 1990 under the leadership of the President of the Republic, Ali Abdullah Saleh. With this great historic achievement, Yemen became the attraction point for a number of investment countries and companies due to its distinguished geographical location and based on the rich natural land, which is suitable for various promising investment projects, especially in the fields of oil, gas, and minerals, as well the number of companies who were granted the right to explore oil and gas at the beginning of the third millennium has reached 34 companies working in 13 oil sectors out of 87 sectors as allocated by the oil map. Safir Company for Oil Production and Exploration Operations, the operator of Block 18 in Marib and the Gulf Governorate, the first oil production sector in Yemen, and the only exporter of liquid natural gas that goes to Bilhaf, is considered as one of the first national companies that contributed in the building and development of the oil activities through developing its production fields or through modernizing its establishment or creating new pipelines for production to absorb the daily activities of the companies that are storing or transporting oil and gas from the production fields to the exportation locations in Bilhaf seaport on the Arabian Sea or the seaport of Ras Isa on the Red Sea, where the first raw oil was exported in December 1987. Besides Safir, we have also Jannahan's oil sector, which is considered as an important sector for the giant oil production fields explored between the previous two parts of the country prior to the unity, and it falls in three main fields. The production started in 1996 until 1999 of the last century in a distance of 225 square kilometers. By the oil exploration, the comprehensive development plans worked hardly to create a socio-economic situation to fulfill the ambitions of the citizens and to create more job opportunities. This made the state in Yemen to be investment-oriented, especially in the oil and gas sectors, which have great potential. After years of search and exploration in various environments and different geographical locations, Nixon efforts were crowned by digging the first oil well in the area in September 1990. Based on the oil explorations, the company in the 28th of December 1991 announced the exploration of oil by commercial quantities at the Masila Basin, and then followed by digging a number of wells in various fields where they collected the extracted material to be sent to the central treatment unit in the highlands of Al Masila Basin. In the year 1997, Total Company entered a partnership with the government to explore oil and gas in another sector from Al Masila Valley. The company worked to develop the fields and to explore other oil and gas new locations which were isolated and then re-injected by a ratio of 14 million cubic feet through the Central Control Room, which was established in 2007 to preserve the strategic storage of gas. Among the new companies that entered the field of oil exploration is O&D Company from Australia, which started the production by the end of 2000 in Al-Aqla area at Shabwa Governorate in a field of about 27,000 square kilometers. And the company has future plans to expand its establishments and extending a pipeline to link the production fields with the central collection location in Safar area. During the separation and after the unity age, Yemen was able to secure the second refinery for oil and the first oil location to be delivered to a national company, where the size of the refinery at its establishment in April 1986 was very limited to answer the demands that aimed to its production capacity and was about 10,000 barrels a day. It is working along with the historic Aden refinery, which was inaugurated in July 1954 by a total capacity of 5,000 tons of crude oil. Today, it is not just history, but it is one of the active and working refineries because of the modernization and development and sustainable maintenance, which is run by qualified staff who were able to maintain Aden refinery as a renewable station, and that is cobbled together with the other refinery to fulfill the demands of the local markets from oil derivatives. In the central production tanks at Safar area, they collect the production of 5 oil companies to be pumped through a production pipeline of 435 kilometers and Ras Isa seaport and the Red Sea, and then to be transferred to the floating tanks in Safar, which receives the oil materials, store it, export it according to the international regulations and international standards. The storage capacity of the tank is 3 million barrels.